Hey there fellow Factorians, Onerous here with another episode of my First Megabase. Alright, we are coming along quite nicely. So we had our petroleum coming in last episode. I made some slight changes, specifically here. I originally had this pump going straight to here, and all that was happening was this top one was getting emptied first, and then these bottom ones weren't. And I swapped it around so that they both sort of fed through to here. And now it just looks like these bottom ones are getting drained and the top one isn't. So not really sure how to fix that other than maybe we can do some circuitry magic here between these two pumps and just kind of do what we did at our petroleum loading over here, where we tried to average out the two coming in, and I'm not sure if that really worked either, but that's a problem for another day. Right now, I think it's time we did... Well, there's two things. Our power is just dead. As you can see here, this is our solar panel going the whole time, which means that it is charging the accumulators the whole time, which means they're not actually getting a full charge. And we're actually getting some... Oh yeah, that's it. We're getting some behemoth biters. Wonderful. Add some strain to our resources. Okay. Yes, so our power is a huge problem, so we've got to get our nuclear up and running, but also we're still living on Mark 1 power armor. And personal roboports 1 and 1 fusion, so I've put together a little bit here. So we've got made a fusion reactor, made some power armor, and this one here is making roboports. But it looks like one thing it's missing is that, so let's quickly fix that while I'm looking. Alright, let's do something right about here. And what can we do? We can do that straight into that, and just make sure we've got a stack of those available. Alright, easy. Probably didn't need to have a stack there, but that's alright. Alright. So that will make those available, and that should get our roboports going. And then with that, so personal roboports, we are making, what did I set this limit to? 10. Likewise, we've got exoskeletons that I've limited to 5. You can see also that I'm limiting on the input side. That way, it doesn't really make a huge difference, but you just get less stored in here. And we're also making personal defense, 10 personal laser defenses. There we go. Alright, so that'll be our setup. You know, we probably actually might do 2 power armors. We don't have the efficiency module 2s. We'll sort that out later. Alright. But as I said, one other thing you'll note here is I've set up some buffer chests. So from now on, we're basically going to be using this area, and we are not really going to be using this area much anymore at all. So what I've done is I've set up some buffer chests here that will bring all those resources from our mall here and just sit them in these boxes here, but they are then available for the logistics network. So if I come in here and I'm requesting some electric miner drills, they'll just pull it from this box here if I'm up here, and then while I'm away, the bots will go grab more from the mall and pop them here. So that's just a good way to reduce the travel time of your bots. Okay, now having said that, of course, I'm now going to travel down to the old mall, and we are going to try and get some... Oh, sorry, train. We are going to try and get some nuclear power sorted. And I don't know if we're going to have time, but I'm certainly going to give it a whirl. Alright, because we have started... Alright, we have started to get everything we need, but as you can see, it is a whole heap of stuff. I kind of wanted to have a bit of a projects building train happening before we did this, but looks like that's not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is pop this kind of stuff in some trains. There we go. We got our 8 reactors. So we can automate this process further down the track. And oh boy, have I just realised we have a big problem, because we have not produced any of the heat pipe. Well, that just really does not sit well with me at all. Okay, that is quite annoying. Let's quickly try and get as much of this as we've got. What do we need? It doesn't need a whole lot, so we can feed it like so, and then get it into a box. And we probably want 200 of this in the network. All right. Circuit logistics. Let's get that going. Alright. So while that's happening, we want to talk about some ratios. So we have 8 reactors. And with the neighbor bonus, if you do that in 2 rows of 4, you can look this up, the neighbor bonus, that is actually equal to 28 reactors. And as a rough rule of thumb, each reactor, I think it supports 4 heat exchangers, and each heat exchanger can contribute to roughly 2 turbines, actually a bit less than 2. And the ratios are a little bit different, but we're going to stick with those kind of ratios. As you can see, if you work it out, 28 times 4 is actually a bit more than 120. What is it? It's, oh, sorry, a bit less. It's 112, that's right. But 120 is going to be nice for visuals, I think, because we'll be able to split it into sort of 4 groups of 30, or 6 groups of 20 is probably what we're going to go with. We can do it in 10 groups of 12, which might actually make more sense, because 12 groups of 10 is probably what we want to do, because one water pump can only support 10, well, it can support 20 steam turbines, which we'll only have on 10, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, that's probably enough heat pipes to get us started. Now, what else do we need? We've got a heap of chests. We're going to need some more logic bots, because we're going to run this as a bit of a bot sort of supply for the components. So how many of these do we have in the network? We got 640. Alright. What have I set this to? 1,000. Looks like we must have some others floating around somewhere. Can I request any? Oh, there are. There's 385 in storage. Probably ones that I've had on me and I've just dumped. Alright. But that is... honestly, we probably only need, say, 200. Yep. Alright. And then I'll add the rest of these to storage as well. They'll come in handy later. Don't you worry. Don't you worry at all. Alright. So, with this stuff done, let's head on over to our nuclear power section. And this is where we're going to build it, because we've got access to water. I don't think there's enough space there for one. But yeah, just here we can pipe straight across here, and I think that'll be pretty good. So I'm going to go to here, and then we'll build a little train stop, maybe coming up here. Just a nice little easy one, because we'll have one train servicing nuclear power. Because what we need to be doing is basically nothing. I'm pretty sure we can sustain everything in that one little area without having to worry about bringing any stuff in, because we can produce fuel cells on site, and we can reprocess them on site. Steel plates, that's what we will need, and we'll bring them in from the train up here, I think. That's what we'll do. Alright. So I'm going to jump off and just quickly throw something here for the train to park in. Yep, once I can get close enough. Alright, let's Let's make it so the trains can travel around here. And then I want you to go all the way to there. Alright. And don't stand on the tracks. Okay, so we can start to place down some things. Let's just wait for the train. Where is the train? Alright. It's got to do a big loop down there. That's alright. It's coming back. So, like I said, we're going to go with the not so efficient design of let's just do something like that. So just to start with, alright. And let's pop them down here so I can play around with them. Yes, we can go with a not so efficient design of 10 of these. Alright, let's make sure that's 10. 10 of these feeding directly into to each of these. Alright. There we go. So that is, there's no pipes for the steam. It means we can't do automatic fueling, but what it does mean is it's actually really easy on the computing, which isn't too important in a small base, but as your base gets bigger and bigger, it actually becomes quite important. Alright, now, so the good thing here is with 10 here, we can supply that from one pump. And what we'll do is flip this, like so. And we'll pop that there. Alright, so we need to create 6 of these, I believe it is. So where's that? That is 20 exchanges, and we want to make 120, so we need to do 6 of these. I'm going to go 3 down, and well, let's just see what that looks like. If we do a little bit of gap so we can walk through. Now, the one thing to remember with all this is you want to be able to minimize the length of heat pipes, because reactors actually, or the heat is lost the further they have to go. So we want to try and minimize that. I wonder if, okay, let's get our reactors out. And let's see how they look if I do something very simple. Let's grab as many of these. Oh, there we go, we've got everything. Okay. Let's get our reactors. And what I just realized is we need to be able to put substations in here. So that is our first fail. That's okay. One fail is not too bad. Alright. Let's go there. And there. Alright. And then we go like so. These will have to go up there. Do we put them? Yep, okay. Line them there. And there. And there. Alright. Now those don't actually connect up, so we'll have to connect them up somehow. Do we have power here yet? No. Not there. Let's just put some lights around here. This is way too dark, isn't it? Alright. Let's actually power this up. For the sole purpose of having lights. But what I'm thinking is we will need to do something along the lines of one of those there, and another one. What did I put on the inside or the outside? The outside. Okay. Another one there. And is that just because we don't have enough power? Looks like we're making power. Okay. Why are these ones not hooked up? Because that needs to go there. Alright. There we go, okay. So just in time for daytime, we've got our lights up. Alright. So that is, what do we say? That is 40. And we would need to do another lot of those. Okay, so what I'm actually thinking is if we get our reactors, there they are. And we are going to put them fairly close, but not that close. Let's just have a bit of a play with this. All right. Where is the center line? That is the center line-ish. So we want to have these. These have to be touching for the to get the neighbor bonus. All right. If we were going to do that, we could then do that. Yes, we could. But look, it's all right. It's time actually to kill those, because they're kind of going to get in the way. Because what I need to do is copy with those. If they were right next to it, that isn't quite centered. Oh yeah, actually it is as well. So centered as it's going to get. And what kind of a gap are we having on the outside? Okay. One reactor's gap on the outside of each. We don't have a reactor, that's good. Alright, so that would mean these ones are going there. And then these ones are going there. Oh yeah. And then we've hit the heat pipe problem, haven't we? Because I need to get access to that heat pipe. But we can move. We can move, because that only actually has to be there. Yeah. Okay. This is working. It is working. It's not it's not the worst. Not the worst. All right. There. And somehow we've managed to offset those, but that's okay. That is okay. Alright. Now, does this one cover the reactors? No, it doesn't. Okay, so I have to power the reactors as well. We'll sort out that, but we'll need to water power. We need to give those water. And then that will flip, and it goes over here. Yep, sure. Alright. We'll keep that alignment. And clear of the power up. Like so. Alright. That water isn't going to be happening. Neither of those. Alright. So that gives us a bit of space around the reactor. It is semi powered up. Why are these not powered up? Alright. Because we need... But what if I just had... What if instead of that we did reactors in the corners? Something like that. There and there. And then we'll remove that. Alright. Is that all powered up now? No, those ones aren't. We need another one in the middle to connect the two halves. Yep. Alright. Maybe we should, instead of those, what if we actually... So that is powering those 4 reactors, and that is connecting those 4 reactors, so we could, I think, do something like that. Yeah. Alright. That is actually in the wrong spot though. There we go. And I wonder why these aren't connected. That is definitely in the right spot though. I wonder if we can manually connect that. Can we? We do not have any copper wire. And we can't make any copper wire blocks. So. Alright. Well, that answers that question. What if I just pull it down? No. Alright. Oh well, we'll sort that out. Okay. But what we want to be doing is putting in a request to chest on each of these. And a provider chest, a active provider chest here, and input and output, and this is going to request fuel cells. It's going to request one fuel cell, sure. Do we want to have a buffer? No, not really. And then this is going to output our spent fuel cells. Alright, so we want this arrangement for all of these. And this is where we kind of this is not the most efficient design, let me just say that, alright? And I'm not trying to do the most efficient design. This is a design that will work. The reason why this is not the most efficient is because reactors use a fuel cell every 200 seconds, regardless of how much power you use. So if you actually want to be efficient, you need to be switching these off by not supplying them with a fuel cell until a certain condition is met. And the way I've seen done most often is you have a tank that stores steam before going to the turbines, and you wait until that tank goes below a certain level, and then you fire it back in, and then that turns the reactors back on, which heats back up the heat exchangers, and kicking off the whole process. Alright, so it looks like we are already out of our thingamajigs. Thingamajigs, yeah, that's the right word for it. Alright, let me just do that. That goes there, sorry. That goes there, and then you just need to go there. Alright, we'll just have that one as one big block, because we're only going in here once. Okay. That's fine. So let's go back and grab some heat exchangers, some more heat piping. But we also need water, don't we? Yes. Yes, we do. We need to put some roboports in here to connect it up, because we will produce our fuel cells over here. We'll want to have some buffer chests to make life easier for everyone. So there's still a little bit to do. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we are pushing it to actually get to a point where we will see this up and running, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Alright. How's our heat piping going? Excellent. So one other thing I want to set up is we need to modify our sulfuric acid train, which is a double-ended train, which is annoying, but we'll sort that out. Alright. So you go back to there, and we will get the power plant placed down. But yes, the downside is we won't actually be able to create fuel cells until we get some iron plate up there. Alright, well, we'll sort it out, won't we? We will. We sure will. I've got to set up the bot network as well, because we want this to be all done by bots. We don't want to be jump off there. Alright. Yes, we don't want the belts to take care of this for just one particular reason. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Looks like we are almost out again. That was nowhere near enough. So 200 is nowhere near enough. Oh no, I got another stack. Excellent. Alright. Okay, so that is all the heat piping hooked up. I've got to get some offshore pumps. Okay. Let's just pop down some roboports. Alright. One there. One over there. What did I do over here? What did I do that for? That was silly, wasn't it? Like, why is that so different? There we go. Hook you up there. And then you... okay, let's just make these at least somewhat straight. We'll pop one there. And one over here. And then, oh, that's actually mighty convenient. No. We could pop down kind of a few of them here. And I do that, right? And then, no, that's not gonna work. All right. And then actually, I do want just one on the other side. All right. So we just want a few along the path in case they need to recharge. But the reason why I'm putting all these down now is just so I can grab all these out. Give me all of the bots. Alright, so we got everything out of this train, so we can actually just pick up that bit of train, and let's put all the bots in the network. Alright, because we need now to sort out what is going on with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid loading. Alright, head on down here and let's fix this up. Because we will add some iron plate to the equation here. I kind of want a fair bit of it, I think. Alright. So this whole thing is going to need iron plates. So let's put these guys down. We'll get these guys off there for now. Alright. Where's our nearest roboport? Is there another one over here I can connect to somewhere? Anywhere? That's alright. And okay, we actually don't need to go any further. So these are each going to request, say, 200. Now I've got nowhere near that in storage, do I? No, I don't. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a bugger. But I do want to get a fair bit of iron plate in there. Now what I need to do is, of course, fuel this guy up over here. Yep. So we'll need to move that train out. Alright. So these are just kind of filling up with a little bit of iron plate. That's enough to get us started. So let's get that train. Sulfuric acid, there it is. Alright, let's get him back here. Actually, let's just send him to loading. There we go. So we should do. And then we are going to add a cargo wagon in. Remember to turn him off as soon as we can. Alright, we're getting a bit of iron plate in, which is nice. The reason why I want to make sure that well, we're gonna have to change the we're gonna change the run on this because of reasons. Alright, now what is it? G? Or no, B? There we go, alright. Now let's get that there. And then G. There we go, alright. We're back. So now it's connected. Not sure why it got any of that in there. Must have been feeding there. That's alright. Alright. So yeah, we got a bit of iron. Alright. So let's ride this to unloading. Now we definitely need to work out these conditions, and we'll fiddle them with them once we've got it all working. Yeah, this is just some dead time. I'm busy thinking about what we need to do, and I think we've got everything we need. So we need to extend our bot network, jump out, don't move until the train is passed. But let's put that train on manual for now. Not that it's actually going to go anywhere, because it can't unload all its goodies. But alright, so we need to. Alright, well let's sort this area out here first. What I want to do is have that chest there available on the Robobot network. That'd be nice. Right, so there, that will cover it. I'm going to change that to a request chest, and we actually probably don't need this anymore. Thought it would be good, but yeah. Alright. So from there we want to make our goodies. Goodies. Uranium fuel cells. And we only need to make 8 every 200 seconds. So one uranium fuel thing makes 10 in 10 seconds. So we only need one of these making. Alright, that's easy. Now what I want to do over here. Oh bugger, look at that. That's really annoying, isn't it? It's going to kill the whole thing, isn't it? Yep. Alright, let's just sort this out. There, and you there, and another one there. Okay. Well, actually, that's okay. We can handle this. Just going to leave that there as a vestige of the past, and we'll do that. Alright, and then we do that, and that. Alright. Now, those want to be connected as well. And then we will have a very simple single one of these over here. And we are going to have a requester chest saying, give me 238, 235. Give me 2 of that, and give me 20 of that. No, hang on, I need to. Oh, hang on, what have we done here? Oh yeah, yep, that's good. Okay, that is good. Yep. Alright, so we need that to be connected to the Robobot network. I want to make sure. Actually, we just do it there. So we need to power this bot, of course. Meaning this should actually probably be there. So we power it. Alright. And feed you in. And we don't have any logistics bots in this network yet. Okay, that's okay. So you're making fuel cells, and then I want to put you in a active provider chest. And now we just need to link these guys up. Alright. There we go. there. And a couple there. Alright. Now if we power these guys up. Nope. Alright, there. This will actually give us a second power supply into the network as well. So I'm pretty okay with that. Can we, yeah, like that. Cool, so now we have the Logibots going. That is an active provider, and I want to put a storage chest in the middle here. And what we want to do is limit this. So say if there is less than 20 fuel cells, then you operate. And of course we forgot that. So now we should produce one eventually, or we produce 10, don't we? 10 at a time, yeah. And then those 10 will get shipped down to the storage, which just puts them a little bit closer. Or is it actually, well, yes, of course, they are getting used. Trains, they're getting used straight away down here, aren't they? So the question is, do I put a buffer chest here? I probably should, shouldn't I? I probably should have a buffer chest sitting here that is requesting 10 of these guys. Or 8. I don't know, yeah. Alright. So if you're heating up with 1,000,000 fuel cells, great. Okay, this is where I think I've stuffed up because we've got loaded up with fuel cells. Oh well, that's okay. These are only ever requesting 1. But we've got a buffer there. Alright, we'll see what happens. Anyway, these are now heating up. So these need to get to 600 degrees before... these need to get to 600 degrees. And they are currently at nothing. Alright, well let's just see what happens now. While that's going on, I will also set up our recycling. And our recycling will turn our used cells into it turns, now I'm totally confused now, okay, no, we actually need one of these, don't we? I think that is where it is done. Yes it is. And it turns 5 used up uranium fuel cells into 3 of those. So what we want to do is have a request chest here requesting say 20 of those, and then have the rest of the storage will go here. Okay, cool. So we did end up with a fair bit in the network, which is fine. We've got 40 there. We've got like 1,000,000. Okay, so I have to grab one of those. Alright, let's... how can we set this guy to automatically go? Because I'm not worried about sulfuric acid. What if I did? Okay, here we go. I got an idea. Let's hook up our supply, and we'll get this to send the contents to train. But currently we have 1,000 So at the unloading, add a weight condition, circuit condition, and make that an ore. So if iron is below, say 500, then he'll go back to acid loading. And here we don't want to go full cargo, because what's good, like, sulfuric acid is going to go instantaneously, and we're just going to go until there is 1,000. So we're 200 in each of these, so there's 1,200. So we'll say circuit condition of iron is greater than 1,000, and that will work. Alright. We do have to set up that to actually send the signal to the train network, yes, otherwise we are going to be very disappointed. So let's go do that while our nuclear power is warming up. So let's run down here. I'm also going to request one centrifuge. Where have I got centrifuges? One, perfect. And we'll use that to output. And then I need to figure out a way to make sure we output the spent ones first. Okay. Actually, we don't need to hook this up. It's only the other way we need to hook it up. Alright. Am I in the Roboport network? Oh, I actually am. Do I have this on the way? It is. Okay, we can just wait. Wait in the dark. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Put that on manual, we should get the bots going to do that. Looks like a house bot is doing it, that's right. Alright, did we get our centrifuge? Yes, we did. Let's clear that and head on back. Let's go here, and we'll jump out and pull the train off the tracks, and we'll be good. Alright, we are well over time, but I think this setup will be sufficient for all of our power needs into the future. I wonder if we are producing power yet. Let's, on our drive-by, we should see whether there's steam pouring out of the reactors, the turbines. No, there is not. Alright, something's gone wrong. And what is that has gone wrong? Let's have a look, shall we? We're still hooked up to the outside network, yes. We definitely are. We have 240 turbines producing nothing because they are not connected to water. That's what we forgot. Oh. Alright. That is very silly of us. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need to hook this up to 12. Alright, how are we going to do this? I need to do that. Okay, that's kind of what I'm going to do. And there, alright. And let's... oh boy, that's not what I'm going to do. Okay, need to figure this out. I guess we have to go over here with the water, with this water. Alright, so then you will go up to the top here. At some level. Okay, you'll be there, you'll be there. And you are there. Okay. This is going to take a bit of time, but I think we should do this before the episode ends. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so that one's already taken care of. There we go, up here. So look, where we need to be coming in. Oop, there and there. Alright. Yes, alright. Let's hope that train track is not in the way. No, it's not. Perfect. Alright, so let's copy those guys. There. There. Alright, well, we'll try and bring them in down here. What is that? We need one. That. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so there, 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 and there. What have we missed? Of course, I can't line that up at all, can I? Well, that's just lovely. Something like this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is hold down Shift and turn off everything but the pipes. And is that going to work? Oh no, because it's a mirror image. Well, that's delightful, isn't it? Alright. I guess we just go through the process for the rest of it. Now, so, again, that and that. It's out here somewhere. We need that, and I'm right out of those. Excellent. That is just what I wanted to hear. So we need it on this line here. And like so. Alright. No, I can't do that. Oh, that is not the best. Alright, there we go. And then we'll copy that. There and there. Do that. There. Out. Because we want to capture this guy. I want to copy that. Pop it there. And then this goes like so. Alright. So now we have our 4 of these hooked up over here. And then we need to do our little magic here. That. Now, of course, that one is in the wrong spot, so it's probably still in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright. And then we will copy this little doodah again. Let's first get it there. Yes, but this time we are actually happy with that line there. Perfect. Oh man, this is a saga. Yep, that one. and that one. Alright, so we need pipes and offshore pumps. Oh boy. During all this time we are wasting uranium. Fuel cells? So be it. Now. Am I going to be thoroughly disappointed in not having fuel pumps? Ah, we did put pumps here. Wonderful. 20 of them. Not bad. Are all our pipes gone to the buffer chest? So, these pipes are not. So here we go. Okay. Oh no, yeah, we've got 100 there and 100 there. Okay, cool. So I should get those things back and get out of map mode. Grab those 20 and we've got these on the way. 35 on the way, 100 on the way. Alright. You know what? I think they are coming from the buffer. So I'm just going to do that and that. Alright. No, there's not enough there. That's the issue, wasn't it? Okay. Don't need that many of these. Let's not run away from the bots. Alright. Now we're going for undergrounds. There we go, we are sorted. Alright. Now let's try that all again, shall we? Alright, we need to go over here and we need to hook these guys up. Somewhere over here. How are we doing for time? Man, this is epic, isn't it? Huge episode. And yeah, we'll make it work. All right. Running out of things to say. It's just been going for so long. All right, let's get our 12. We need 12 offshore pumps. Where are our offshore pumps? Somewhere around here. Okay. Starting up here, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the 6 for up there. The 6. Well, okay. What's going to be easier? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we've got to hook these up. Let's see how many pipes we have to work with first. Maybe I should have got a few more than 100, hey? Alright, there we go. We have 40 pipes left. That should be it. 40 underground pipes. Whew. So let's bring these 6 pipes over here. And we're out of them. Alright, wonderful. Okay, but we can recover those ones. That is not ideal, is it? That's not really how the pipes are going to play ball at all. Alright. So what we want is that one there. That one there. Okay, this should work. At least get some nuclear power out of this. And there. Alright, as we can see, we've got some steam turbines going. Alright. Ah, man. Struggle never ends. Truly a marathon. I guess like if we'd actually had let's get up into our station here. If we had a blueprint and had it all worked out, we could have easily done this in the normal half hour, but we're doing it from scratch, and yeah, we're just sort of playing around. This is just what happens, isn't it? Alright. We've got to put down our centrifuge as well for our... Whew! We've got to put down our centrifuge for our redoing. Why am I not allowed on that path? I should... Oh, I've still got this train here. Well, that would explain it. Alright. Let's get you out. Bring our other one in. Cool. Now, do we have these on the way? Oh, we've got 100 already. Oops, let's make that 200. We have none in storage. Okay, well, that's wonderful, isn't it? That'll be fine. I'm sure 100 is enough to do the last bit. Surely. What could possibly go wrong? And then we can get our centrifuge to recycle, and we'll want to have the recycled stuff getting used up first. Yes. So I have to set that up as well. Otherwise we will quickly fill up our stuff with the backlog. Okay, let's man, this is going forever, isn't it? Alright. There, and let's pop another one there, and then we will do something like that, except we kind of want that stuff there, cut. Alright. So you are going down to there. You are going down to there. And you, my friend, are going to go to there. Alright, let's hook some of these up to make sure that we are not doing stupid things like that. Which means that's not going to work. Okay. And something like this will work there. Alright. Alright, so let's get rid of that. And what we want is, okay, you are going to there. Yeah, great. And then you are going onto that one. And you are going onto that one. Are we hooked up? Only one way to find out, isn't there? Water, water, water. 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 Water. 1,000 degrees. And currently our solar is producing all the power we need. Alright. Well, that's just fine. I think we are good to probably call that. Let's just set up our centrifuge. As you can see, we've still got 26 spent fuel cells already. So we are using them, there's no doubt about that. Now, what I want to do here, I want to obviously do that, and you are reprocessing. Now, I want to put this onto a belt, and I want to do the exact same thing as we're doing here. I want to prioritize this, so what I'm going to do is put a circuit condition on this one. Maybe on to here, yeah, and say only enable this if barrels are less than or equal to 0. So if there's no spent barrels in here, then you can start feeding in. But as soon as there's spent barrels that need to be processed, as soon as there's spent barrels here, and I'm going to say actually less, so let's have a look at this. This needs 5. So we need to say if there are less than 5, because if there's 4 here, we don't want this holding up the whole process. But for now, that will be good. Alright. So we've still got a whole heap of 2, 3, 5. And I think we are just good to go. All set now. So you should be able to see our nuclear power doing something now. Yep, taking the whole load. Solar is blue, nuclear power is orange, so there we go, see overnight our nuclear power just picked it up. Wonderful. Alright, so pretty happy with that. Took us a long time to get that sorted, but here we are. We'll throw a radar on there and we'll be good. I was just thinking though that what we should also do is over here just make sure our conditions here are right, because I'm just worried that if we do this and we suddenly get a backlog of iron plates, the sulfur runs out, we could be in trouble. So we'll do a circuit condition also of sulfuric acid in that one tank, which is totally the wrong tank, I might add. What is this? Okay, well this is actually hooked up to all the tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not hooked up to these ones yet. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, if sulfuric acid drops below 2,000, which it probably will never, but let's just say just in case. And we're going to leave this, should always make sure there's 1,000 in there. Yep. Alright. Okay, so we are fully operational. Wonderful. Fuel cells get made and dumped out here straight away. That is great. Somehow we've got a whole heap in storage. Why didn't I tell you to stop? What is he on? Logistics network. Yep, so he is disabled. I guess with the stack size maybe it just went nuts. Possibly while the robots are flying, maybe they don't get registered then. That's probably what it is. Alright. Whew, man, this has been quite the learning experience, that's for sure. I think we have managed to come up with a simple design, and that's where the radar needs to go. Simple design that is not the most efficient, but it works, and that's what we really need at this point. We can just copy that and paste it next door, or probably down below. We need the water. Could even pop another one. Looking at that, we could actually fit one there. Anyway, I'm going to call it there, and as always, I'd love to hear your ideas. If you know of a really truly efficient nuclear power design, I'd love to see a link in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you next time.